That's just, the week just flies. How are we doing, everybody, tonight?
Mexican Spec says, are we going on this one?
Yes, we're going on now. It's time to go on. No, Winnie, don't eat the merch.
Wait, does he?
Winnie's eating merch. You guys get tooth marks in your t-shirts.
No.
You know why?
Okay, let me back up a little bit. Let's see, what's up, Wayne Buzzle, Tango 68, Greasy Garage, Bill McKiska, Blue Bar, Chris Greenaway, Knit Made Muscle. She's chewing on the box.
Yeah, she's. Yeah, all right, maybe.
Tango 68.
We need to get her out of here.
It's probably
Probably
wise.
the smartest idea, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna cost us thousands.
Yeah, you probably move her out.
All right,
Okay.
come on, let's go. Let's go out here. Come on, come on.
And he's gone.
I'm gone. Come on, come on.
Finally
Winnie.
caught a stream. What's up, J. Russell Finch?
Winnie.
All right, come inside, Tony.
All right. Okay, fine. Stay in here. Okay, you win. She doesn't listen. She's at the stage now. She's 7, almost 8 months old.
No, she's 7 months. She
She's
just
7
turned
months old.
7 months.
She looks like she's 5 years old. Huge, right? But now she's got this phase where she doesn't listen. She just, no matter what you do, she'll do tricks. You tell her to do any trick and she'll right out. But she won't come, she won't go, she won't, listen.
Oh, back to Mexican Coke. You back to Mexican
Yes,
Coke?
I'm back to Mexican Coke with the real sugar.
Uh-huh.
Mexican Coke. She's killing Maggie.
Greasy Garage says, Kiwi bought the soccer mom version of Christine. Brave soul.
Shush. I think he's leaving on Friday, I think it is.
I don't know.
I understand. Hey, all right. Dr. Art is actually working on a promo video for him. I think it's a really nice gesture on Dr. Art's part. We'll see that tomorrow, I think.
Let's see. Rude Mopar Dude says, good evening, folks.
What's happening, man?
J. Russell Finch says, is it true what is being said? The economy is slowly improving.
Well, it depends. It's improving for some of us, for sure. And it's definitely not improving for the vast majority.
Josh Homan says, good to be here.
It's good to have you here.
Franco, what's up?
Franco, what's happening, man? Franco, I've been binge watching all of these old races, man, from the 80s, the 70s, and the 80s, like the 77 Summer National, which was the first national event I ever went to. I was 15 years old. All right, so there's a pulling truck channel that has all of these like 70s, 80s, 77, 78, 79, 80 national events, and man, so much has changed.
Oh, you think so?
Drag racing used to be so freaking cool.
Yeah. Let's see. Stray Bullet says, hi, everybody.
What's happening, man?
Let's see. Chris Greenaway. Tony, think I'm a crazy man about to make a non-AC Firebird an AC car. Do you know any tricks for a quicker? She's chewing on the book. Sorry.
She's actually chewing on the German Shepherd book.
Okay.
I swear to God, there's a book called The German Shepherd Today. It's
Okay.
new third edition, and
Let me
that's the one
finish
she's
the
chewing
question.
on.
Do you know any tricks for a quicker dash removal on a 70 to 81 F body? I'm trying to stop her.
I don't know everything.
What do you mean?
This is why you have service manuals. And people who do channels just for those cars. No, I don't have any shortcuts for you.
Okay, so the real furniture is coming tomorrow. I don't have to use books anymore that
Yes.
she wants to chew on.
Yes, tomorrow all the furniture gets here.
Okay. We're
Winnie!
shaking because she's
Yeah,
chewing
she's right.
the books that the iPad is on.
She's it's like this is the doggy equivalent of the terrible twos, and she's just like she's
Not
everywhere.
there yet.
Oh, she drops her ball in the merch box. Okay, here you go. Ready? Go get it.
Look at her. Aw. Oh, that was mean.
She still only has like a walnut brain, you know. What?
No, not really.
What?
She's smarter than you.
Oh, see, now Maggie is excited because Winnie's out of here. And now Maggie can be, yes, you want to be the big shot? Yes? You want to come up here? You want to be on YouTube? No?
What's up, Zero?
Hi, what's going on, Zero?
Hang on, I gotta raise you.
That's the heirloom garden?
Heirloom gardener, yeah.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Dr. Art says hello, everyone.
Dr. Art, what's happening, man?
How's your Sunday? Let's see.
I was just telling the people that I think you've made a promo video for Kiwi to help set him off on his big adventure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to bring that over to him tomorrow or the next day.
Any news from Peg? No.
No, I haven't heard from him.
I haven't heard from him either. Texas Garage, Tony. You were the person that showed me what a 66 Charger was. I've never heard of them before your channel. When I first saw them, I was hooked and knew I had to have one. I've just bought one.
Congratulations. Congratulations. They're not everybody's cup of tea. You know, they're definitely different. They're really unique. But yeah, I always been like my favorite. I like, you know, it's funny too, I like the 66, 67s, and I like the third generation, the 71, 72. 73, 74, they changed them just enough. Like you have to be a Charger kind of sort to really know the difference. But there's the 66, 67, and then the 71, really 71, somewhat 72 are my favorites. And then the third gen or the second gen is my third favorite.
Is the David Vizard motor ready?
It's the who?
The David Vizard motor ready. I may have missed the update.
I have no clue, bro. I haven't had anything to do with that in over a year now. It's been over a year. Go over to the David Vizard channel and ask over there.
Kurt says, "Heyo, when is the 354 Hemi build? I'm getting my machine now. Love the videos."
It's a 392. And it'll be probably, I have to get moved into a new shop there, which is coming along really nice. I think what I'll do is I'll take a camera with me tomorrow and we'll just give you guys an update because it's all, the back half, it's all built out. They just put the HVAC unit in it yesterday. The floors are down, the walls are done, the lights are up. It's really, really nice. And the only thing I'm waiting for now is for them to get all of their stuff out so I can start moving my stuff in. But I've been, the last couple of days, we're moving things over to storage units and just the place, just constant. But we're getting there. We're getting there.
Almost. Let's see.
Oh, but to answer your question, the 392 build will happen probably April-ish or thereabouts.
April?
April.
How about that rain?
How about it? Comes right out of the sky. It's like, what's this? It looks like rain. And it is. Go figure.
What do you think of the show Graveyard Cars?
Next question.
Oh, I thought you liked it. No? Oh, let's see.
It's hard to
Carmine?
watch. I
Carmine
gotta be
has a
honest with you.
question.
It's hard to watch.
Hi, Uncle Tony. Audi or Audi? Which is it?
Audi.
Audi is
Audi.
recalling electric vehicles because of fires.
Yes, it's over. It's over. We're just like I said in that video, we've already won like the informational and the cultural war with this stuff. And it's just a matter of time before the whole thing just blows over. And that's how we celebrated with our new T-shirt. I don't know if you guys saw this.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Uh-huh.
Yes.
What's up, Dead Dr. Garage?
Jamie, what's happening,
Hey
brother,
guys,
man?
happy Sunday. Artie says, what would be the best setup for a stock Fox body to start with?
The best setup, start stock. Start with just the basics. Go back to what we were doing back in the 1980s. Start off with a 12-second car. Get used to that. Run it through, and then little at a time. Really, you want to talk to people who are currently involved in those cars for the best budget way to get involved in. But if I had a Fox body, that's what I would do. I would start at the basics, and then just duplicate what we did way back when. Those cars were fun. They were simple. They were fun. They were easy to work with. They were cheap. So I would start there and then see where it takes you. You may be satisfied and happy at that level, or you may have to go run like in the 8s. Yeah, everybody's different.
I hear her chewing the rug outside.
I do hear her chewing a rug outside.
You might want to let her in. I don't wear that shirt fixing on at garage.
Winnie, I hear you eating a rock. Ah, Jesus. Okay. Cool, cat.
Winnie, come here. Uncle Tony, have you considered doing a caddy hack with the Cadillac Escalade 5? A caddy hack?
I mean, I would do that. I just don't have the inclination. Like, I don't go out hunting for that type of car to do that type of thing with. I should, because that kind of thing would be a lot of fun. Yeah, I'm glad you made that suggestion. See, this is why we have to do these shows.
Yeah, but then you're gonna forget it.
No.
You don't write it down.
That's all right. Thank you. You just made wheels turn.
Okay. Let's see. What's up, Dakota? Where is Tony? He's here. He's back.
I'm actually in the bathroom.
The dog
I'm
was
throwing my
staring at us.
voice and projecting my image. Pretty effective, huh?
Best thing you could do to an Escalade, Danny Boyd says.
But yeah, they're not my favorite vehicles.
No?
Real sugar.
Mitten Man Muscle says people here in Detroit are so mesmerized right now over football. Sad as hell. Is there football going on?
Sports ball, yes. It's the big
It's the big ball.
cup
Cup.
day for
Is
sports
it?
ball.
No, it's
Yes.
not.
Go teams.
I have no idea what. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, they got all this stuff going. They got their goalies all fired up, and you know, go teams. Who are you rooting for?
The team
Which one?
with the blue.
Ah, okay. I like the better one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The other color.
The other one.
Okay.
The better one. Yes.
Big Jess.
Go better team.
Need more burnout videos, Tony.
Yes, I'm very fully aware. Like, okay, like part of the move, right? Part of our move is a little bit of a psychological restructuring of the video. Of the channel. I'm kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Not reevaluating. Refocusing. And I want to get back to fun. I want to have fun.
Yeah, fun is nice.
Yeah, like you have to understand. I've wanted to try a lot of different things. I've had a lot of different ideas, and we threw some of them out there. And there's a lot a lot of stuff that I've bounced around and talked with people about, and that I've never even talked about on the channel because it never went that far. But we've tried a bunch of things, and it kind of took me off. Took me off center, if that makes any sense, right? So part of this move is to try to get like recentered, and I think with my head clearer, since I'm not going to be trying to do this, I'm not going to be trying to do that, I'm not trying to work with this one, I think, yeah, there will be more burnouts, there will be more fun, because I need fun. This is a very stressful business. You guys have no idea.
That'd be fun.
What's that?
672 Galaxy says, does anybody remember laughter?
No, I only know sorrow and darkness.
Holy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yes.
sad.
It's the midnight of my soul.
The what?
Yeah, sometimes I get all gothy and shit.
You regret the song?
I regret the sun.
Let's see.
Winnie.
People want something to argue over. Need metal. Yes, that's true.
Yeah,
We
we're not playing
love to
argument.
fight.
I would love to get my hands on. See, the thing is, I watch. Feel free to share this with any of them, okay? It's like I watch these podcasts. Okay, so it's like sometimes I watch things just to be like blown away by like the lameness of it all. Does that make any sense? Right? It's kind of like listening to like bubblegum pop when you're a teenager. You know what I mean? It's like, okay, you're listening to punk, you're listening to all shit, but every once in a while you throw in some like bubblegum pop just to cringe at it, right? So it's the same thing with. Although I'll tell you what, 50 years later, bubblegum pop actually is really
I like
good.
it.
Oh, yeah, it's really, really good, right? So, at any rate, I watch a lot of these EV guys, these like podcasts and stuff, for the cringe factor, just for the cringe factor, because it seems like it seems like there's a machine that pumps these people out, and they all have this like wide-eyed, like, you know what I mean?
That's a 1,000-yard
They
stare.
got the 1,000-yard stare, and it's like, there's just nobody home. There's just like the hamster is just running on the wheel, you know what I mean? And it's going as hard as it can.
I'm sure they'll be happy to hear you say that.
What's that?
They'll be happy to hear you say that.
Oh, the electric vacuum, yeah, definitely. Right?
I didn't say that.
Oh, yeah, no, but there's the Motor Trend show, right?
Tony.
What? Don't tell me Tony.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, please.
Oh yeah, there's that show.
Oh, the production quality too.
Tony, it's called hate watching.
It's not hate. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. I
don't
really
watch
don't.
stuff I hate. I don't know. I can't do that.
Yeah, I don't. It's not hate. It's not hate. It's just cringe. I just go for the cringe, right? So, I would really love for any of these people, the Electric Viking, or this show that they have on Motor Trend, this podcast called The Inevitable. Oh God, The Inevitable, right? But creative genius came up with that one, right? Have you seen the sets these people use? It's like, what? Kathy's like,
Don't put pressure on me because I have to make a set now.
No, I'm serious. I'm serious. Like, you take Motor Trend, okay? There's like vloggers out there that have like 145 subscribers that have beautiful, elaborate sets. Motor Trend, they have a podcast. They have like a hot rod podcast with their hot rod people, and then they have this electric car podcast, right, with their electric car people, and it's the same set, and it's just this cheesy backdrop with it's like a cloth with the name of the podcast like stenciled on it. It's just, please, you would think, Motor Trend, have a little dignity, come up with something nice, right? You don't have to go full Tucker Carlson or Joe Rogan, but at least something better than just a cloth hung over a backdrop, right?
Zero says,
And they film them on a ping pong table. I swear to God, it's a ping pong table.
Zero says the smug attitude has turned into trying to explain the fall of EV. The fall of EV.
They can't explain it. They're completely in denial.
Tell us how you really feel, Uncle Tom.
Oh, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. She's eating the box. She's like literally eating the box. We have to do something about this.
Yeah.
Is there something else she can eat?
Where did the bowl go? It's in the hallway. Threw it down the hall.
It's just a matter of time before she actually goes for the shirts.
Oh, I know.
Where you going? You can't leave me. I'm panicking. Stop! What are you doing? Okay, see, I hate when she does that. Because it's like, unless I'm in the middle of talking about something, I have nothing to feed back to. So it's like, no, I'm just stare at the camera. Okay, you're back. No, I panic when you do that. You know that.
Let's see. Give her a shirt to eat.
No, we've already sold them all, I think.
She throws the bowl to herself. It's really cute. And then
She's back to the box. Winnie!
Get the bowl, Winnie.
Show them what she's doing.
No, because the office is a mess right now with boxes of t-shirts, and she's chewing on the box. Tearing it up. Alright. Sharon, yes. Sharon.
Maggie looks like she has PTSD.
I have PTSD.
She sees the bombs going off.
Oh my god.
Here comes the helicopter.
Oh, it's terrible. That's terrible, Tony. John M says, hi UT, I'm here for my weekly conspiracy theory lesson.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Pick one. Sunday night is for conspiracy theories. I'm all about that.
Thank you, Fubar. Fubar put up a link to our merch. And we got a new t-shirt.
Okay, she's really getting close to the shirts now.
They will go out on Monday.
Hang on, guys.
Tomorrow.
All right.
Packaging shirts. Thank you so much for buying our...
Yes, thanks for buying all of our shirts.
We really appreciate it.
We've
I've been packaging shirts for 2 days now. Thank you.
We've wiped out the local post office's supply of flat rate envelopes. So yeah, that shirt went really fast.
Yeah, we have more coming. More on the way. Go through the throat, Winnie.
Now she's eating.
Okay, no, but no, don't eat that. Don't eat that. Let's see.
Guys, if you've never had a border collie puppy, you cannot.
Mexican Spec says, be the alpha, Tony. Stop her for chewing stuff.
No, there's no being an alpha with this dog.
We don't work like that. Tony's not the alpha.
I'm not. Not with the dogs.
Swamp Rat, do you realize that you're sitting in a chair next to a Coke bottle and dogs at your feet and you're critiquing someone's set?
Well, this isn't a podcast. This is just an informal Sunday night get-together that we have every Sunday night.
What's that look? Oh, she's looking at me funny. Winnie is the poorest behaving show dog. Thought it passed with flying colors. She does. She's a puppy. She's 7 months old.
She's
teething.
Yeah.
Come on,
it's
guys.
the terrible twos. She's
has
teething.
like 10 tricks. I don't know.
She does the tricks really good. Like you
I
cannot
haven't filmed
believe.
any yet.
She
I'm
sits. She crawls.
She crawls.
She shakes hands. She gives high fives. She rolls over.
She spins.
She spins. She
does
weaves.
everything.
Like the tricks.
Yeah.
They're just amazing.
Yes,
amazing.
she weaves.
But she can't do something simple like come here.
She's teething.
And she's teething. So it's constant like bones and like all the profit we've made in the last 6 months has gone to shit that she can chew on. It's insanity.
It's okay, Winnie. Don't listen to Daddy. Okay. First time watching this, Eric Morales says.
Welcome,
Welcome,
Eric.
Eric.
I'm so sorry. I know you had higher expectations.
Okay. Do you have a quick question?
I'm sure you had higher expectations. Well, let me check out Uncle Tony's garage live. He seems like a pretty good guy. Whoa, he's crazy. he lives in chaos. The dogs run the planet here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Dakota says, Tony, what do you think the odds are we went to the moon in 1969?
I give it an honest 8 to 10%.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
8 to 10.
Yes. Yeah. I'm not saying we didn't go. I'm saying I don't think that we went. Two completely different things. I'm not one of those people that takes a hard stand on anything because I realize how everything is bullshit. Like 100% of everything is bullshit. I get that, right? So I won't take a hard stand on anything having to do with history or government or anything like that. So I'm going to say I don't think that we did, not that we didn't.
672 Galaxy says, you're in for a treat, Eric. This has been my Sunday night for years. Sorry.
It has been.
We are so sorry.
Yeah, I mean, what happens, it took Lawrence Welk off the air.
Exactly.
Right.
What happened?
And, without the lovely Lennon sisters, it's like what's left? It's us.
The lovely Lennon sisters. Do people even know what you're talking about?
No, they don't know what I'm talking about because nobody's as old as I am.
Good evening, South Farmington.
Ed Sullivan, they took Ed Sullivan. Well, no, Ed Sullivan was on Sunday, was he?
I don't know.
Yeah, Ed Sullivan was on Sunday.
I'm not old like you.
Yeah. It was Lawrence Welk, then Ed Sullivan. And then the FBI with Ephraim Zimbalist Jr. in color.
Okay, yeah, I don't remember that.
Yeah.
Okay. Without Lawrence, this is all we have, zeros.
This is what I'm saying. He left a void, we filled it.
Oh, yeah, okay, well. Okay, I know it's not your wheelhouse, but you should cover some GM stuff.
I have covered GM stuff. I've covered a lot of things. Like off the top of my head, we did like the oh God, jeez. Okay, no,
Did you have a stroke?
All right, so I don't have anything off the top of my
See,
head.
you actually didn't cover GM.
No, we have.
You're gonna have to go buy something now.
We did the Oldsmobile jet fires. We did. I did a whole thing on Chevy on why Chevy Motors actually came in on top during the muscle car era. I did a thing on Oldsmobiles. I did a thing on Oldsmobile engines. I did a thing on Pontiac engines.
You don't really do any Chevy stuff though.
Because everybody else does Chevy stuff. So what's the point of doing more Chevy stuff? And as I've said before, I've said it many times. I have literally built more Chevy engines than I have Chrysler. But I'm a Mopar guy, so and there's a Mopar Void. So, you know, where you going? What are you doing? She's locking herself in the bathroom. What are you doing?
I'm getting this to cover the bookcase so she doesn't need
Oh. Okay, I thought that was it. You were done.
I'm just gonna lock myself in the closet. Is that what I'm doing?
That's what I would do.
This is where we've gotten to. 247 people are watching.
I'm sorry, guys. Don't you know there's a
You need
sports
to
ball game?
apologize.
But is there a sports ball game tonight?
I don't know.
I think there is.
Maybe? Do you watch TV? I don't even watch TV.
I watch YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is the new TV.
Yes, sports ball, Joe says.
Is there a sports? I think there's a big sports ball game tonight.
Mm.
It's the two teams against each other.
Let's see. This is our sports ball game. This and Adam.
All right, team, go get the
team.
ball, and then get the ball to the other part. Yay!
Where is her ball?
It's under there.
We're saying ball and she's looking at me. Okay. Car shows are the Super Bowl every weekend in the summer.
Oh, I don't know about car shows. They're a little low action.
Oh, so you know that the swap meet is coming on February 4th, right? The one in Nashville?
I love that one. Yeah, the Stones Rubber
Are
Car
you
Club.
going to that?
I'm not gonna say.
Okay. There's a lot of people there.
I know.
It's easy to get lost. It's very crowded. It's a big show though.
It is.
Let's see. Danny Boyd, I ain't watched any football this year. Is the sports ball round?
All different shapes. All different shapes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Balls are stupid. I want fast, rusty cars.
Yes, fast and rusty. The Breakfast of Champions.
Let's see. Lawrence Welk ran his show like a dictatorship. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, no, he's like a Nazi. I'm pretty sure he was.
I don't think you're even allowed to say that on YouTube.
Wasn't Lawrence Welk like a Nazi?
No. What?
Yeah, no.
Not that I know of.
And a one, and a two.
I don't know. Everybody has Google.
Yeah.
You can look it up.
See if he was a Nazi. I did not see that coming.
Okay. Get like shadow bands. And the one, then the two, yeah. You have to keep control of the orchestra fund.
Oh, the what?
The orchestra.
Yeah.
Okay. Bruce Johnson says, I saw in Mopar magazine where someone put 4-barrel intake and carburetor with turbo. I put everything but the turbo on my 75 Plymouth Duster 225 Stunt 6. What is your opinion?
Go for it. Go for it. That's like the oldest, like the first, like commonly turbocharged, the first turbocharged street car. Because you got to go back to like the 1970s, right? You know, because turbocharging was still pretty exotic, at least for the street it was. And the first like aftermarket turbocharged street car I remember making rounds was a Duster. It was a 225 Duster. Yeah, definitely go for it if you're so inclined.
Ron says, Z's, he's snoring, he's bored.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ron. Ron, what can we do to make your night better, bro? Well, how can we wake your ass up?
Ask us an interesting question, Ron.
Yes, ask interesting questions. We will give you interesting answers.
Let's see. You all watching Sick Week? Jason Whaley.
I have not. I see that Jimmy Dale got himself burnt yesterday, I think it was. I don't know any of the details, but I think he's in the hospital.
That's not what we watched, right?
No.
No, that was a different one. Okay.
No.
Let's see. Oldsmobile story. No. Opinion on make and model of the ugliest car ever made. In Palaman's garage. Ugliest car.
See, I find beauty in all of them.
Yeah.
I really do.
There's some ugly cars.
Yeah, but which ones? What would you say is just ugly?
I don't want to say because we have an early Charger.
Do you think the early Charger is ugly?
No, but the Marlin is.
The Marlin looks like it has a tumor.
Okay.
The Marlin looks like a regular car that grew a tumor on its back.
Skull the Fire says the Gremlin.
No, I love Gremlins. I think they're like one of the coolest cars.
Yugo.
I like the Yugos. I like they're so simplistic, little Yugoslavian Fiat. How could you not love a Yugo? They're so humble.
John M says Pontiac Aztec.
They were ugly. Okay, yeah. But you know what? I'll tell you what. They were so ugly. It's like Pontiac designers were going for ugly, and they got it. And so you can't fault it for that.
So what do you think is the ugliest? Ratings Fancy says Edsel.
No, I like Edsels. That whole sucking on a lemon thing. It's. I don't know. It's hard to say. I really can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Pacer.
I love Pacers. I didn't when they were out, when they were new. I thought they were weird, right? And especially working on them. Working on them was a real pain in the ass because the car was originally designed for a rotary, and since the rotary thing never panned out, they ended up putting an inline six in it. Same six they use in the Jeep XJs, but it didn't fit. So like half the motor was under the firewall, or under the windshield, I should say. Which today is no big deal. Like everything is under the windshield, but back then that was like radical, and it was a colossal pain in the ass. But I didn't like them when they were around, when they were new. But now when I look at them, I'm like, man, that is cool. I'd love to have one of those. So.
Okay, with Sonda to be.
Yeah.
Says Tony, did you write the story about the Hemi Coronet, street racing it and bending the push rods?
No.
No. Not you.
No.
That was somebody else.
Must have been somebody else.
Ford Maverick.
Wait, let me.
Wait, you might have.
Do you realize how many hundreds of stories I wrote?
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
You should put them in a book.
No.
You won't do it.
Fuck that. No, I don't recall that at all.
No.
I don't recall street racing a Hemi Coronet,
Hemi
period.
Coronet? No.
No.
I don't remember that either. Maybe somebody else's car?
No, but then with the twist of bending push rods, no.
No.
Okay.
The 54 Kaiser Manhattan.
I can't picture it.
No, you don't have that?
I
I think you had a poster of that one in the bathroom.
I can't picture it.
No? Okay.
I think all of the Hudsons from that era were a little like ungainly.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But you don't really know the ugliest.
No, you show me a car, I'll find something I like about it.
Yeah?
Yeah. I wasn't always like that, but I am now.
Oh yeah, no, you weren't always.
No, I've mellowed out so much.
You hated everything.
I used to hate everything.
Oh, you still kind of hate everything.
I hate everything equally, which means I don't like it. See?
You've come full circle. That's.
Well, okay, so here's what it is, okay? It's like hindsight, It's like back in okay, so like there was a time when like the 73 Roadrunner it would be something like
Yeah, I remember seeing it in the parking lot, you and I, when we were kids, and we were like, "Oh, that's horrible."
Yeah, like you show me a 70 when I was like 20, show me a 73 Roadrunner, and I'm like, just drive it right to the crusher. Do not pass go. And if you have to give them $300 for them to crush it, then give them the $300 because it's an eyesore and it needs to be eradicated from the world.
Mm-hmm.
But that's when I was 20, and these cars were everywhere, and there were a dime a dozen. And today, at 61, I have a 73 Roadrunner in my driveway, and every time I walk past it, I'm like, God, that's so beautiful. So it's like,
Compared to.
right, compared to what the world has devolved to.
Comparatively.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. It's like you asked me what's the ugliest car ever made, you know, and it's like I find something beautiful about all of these older cars. And then anything made after, let's say, the 1990s, you know, someplace in the 1990s, anything post Taurus, you know, like the whole melted thing, you know what I mean? It's like, yeah, they're all ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some cars I find kind of offensive.
What about the XJ?
The XJ is beautiful, but that was all designed before that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The XJ is, you know, the XJ is just a classic box. You can never argue with an XJ. It's perfection.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the cars, like I really find like offensive. Like they should not have done this, right? Like the newer Challengers. You know, it's like they should have just left that body style in the past. You know, you look at an original Challenger, and the lines are just crisp and beautiful, and just everything is just so right on them. And then you look at the new ones, and it's like, you know what I mean? It's like the guzzling Mountain Dew for the last like 20 years, and it's like, you know, it's like, you see what I'm saying? But that's just
Mexican
me.
Spec says, I had the most Mexican thing happen to me.
Oh, I ate Mexican today.
You did?
Yes.
Did I eat Mexican?
You
too?
did not.
I
did.
didn't.
I went
No,
by
I
myself.
was just storing.
I went by myself.
Bullshit.
I gouged out.
Yeah, you ate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Too much food.
They make it.
Can I finish what?
Yes.
Okay. I had the most Mexican thing happen to me. I had to lock up the brakes to avoid hitting a very big, very green iguana that was crossing the street in front of me. I had to honk to get it to move. Do they move when you honk? That's weird.
You used to see stuff like that when I was like, you know. Well, yes, that would be a very Mexican thing. I went to stop for the iguana. So there's this Mexican restaurant that I eat. They have a buffet on Sundays.
The meat is green, Tony.
I don't eat that meat.
But they have green meat.
But I don't eat that meat. They have this now this latest thing they have is this.
Sarah's boss, the all-can-eat place. Don't call it a buffet. It's a buffet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? So now they have this.
I don't know why you call it that.
I don't know. So now they have this chicken in like a cheese sauce. That's
disgusting.
No.
Was it green chicken?
No, it wasn't green chicken. It was all white meat chicken. It's beautiful, perfect chicken.
This is why Tony goes by himself.
Yeah, she won't go there, right? Yeah, I pig out of this place. It's disgusting. It really is. The way they eat is disgusting.
Okay, let's see. A Mexican Spec says this one did. He jumped and moved when he blew the horn. Nice.
Oh look, Winnie wore out.
Oh good, she's sleeping. Don't say her name. She's asleep. Let's see. The 1969 four-door Thunderbird was pretty ugly.
I like the grill on those. It's like, yeah, I like that.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how ugly it would be. It doesn't really look that much different than a two-door.
The Bueller Camel Pack has got some kick. Oh yeah? Camel Pack? I don't know.
They have the camel pack now. Now they're back to the old style, like green ones. Blue, green, turned like teal, whatever color that is.
Let's see. Quick, someone yell. Want to go for a rock? No.
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 No. Why is Maggie sitting by you?
Why wouldn't she sit by me?
Because I was her favorite.
Oh, well, we'll have her sit by you then.
No, she's just sitting by you. She's just looking at you. That poor dog.
She's fine.
She has PTSD.
From the puppy, no, she likes to defend the puppy. She's very, like, on the alert all the time.
No, but you don't understand. The puppy uses her as a chew toy.
No,
And-
she does, yeah.
Yeah, and Maggie is just such a dedicated mom that she just lets her get away with it. It's ridiculous. So now where Maggie used to be like, you know, she was a holy terror for a long time, and now she's just like I'm telling you, she's got PTSD. She's just sitting there like,
Fine. She's fine. She loves being a mom.
Winnie.
Maggie's a strict mom. Well, she is with the other dogs.
Oh, if the other ones forget about it, she won't let them anywhere near.
Yeah, if they look at
They even look at Winnie, and she goes berserk.
She starts to walk over and like inserts herself to make sure everything is okay and starts staring them down.
No, I'm not making this up. Like, there's no exaggeration. Okay, Winnie is twice Maggie's size now. Okay, Winnie's twice Maggie's size, and I look out the window yesterday, right? And I see Winnie has Maggie's head in her mouth, her whole head in her mouth, and she's dragging her across the yard. And Maggie's just like, just going along with it, because that's what her puppy wants.
All children abuse their mother. It's just the way.
You want to come up here? You want to come up here?
Let's see. Okay, Mike Jones says, UTG, tell us what you know about the Mutt Brothers and the $250,000 Hemi Dart Street Race.
Oh, hey, I wrote the story. Back in 1985, 1986. We had to change I wrote the story out, and then the legal department at CSCO, the legal department, Schneider's lawyer buddy.
She has a fuzz on her.
Where does she have a fuzz?
Yeah,
Is that
okay,
okay?
yeah.
They insisted that we change some of the names, so that's why there's deliberate misspellings of names and shit like that in there. But yeah, just read the story. I wrote it. That's there you go. There's everything you need.
That's it? That's all you know about
Yeah.
it?
Well, it was 40 years ago I wrote the freaking story.
But you saw like an AI version of the story on
Yeah.
YouTube,
Just
right?
flip it to YouTube and there's an AI version of it pops up.
with that title.
Yeah, quarter million, quarter mile.
Mm-hmm. Pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
She is a good girl.
She's the best.
Mm-hmm. She's very stoic now.
She's extremely stoic.
So you don't know anything else about it?
What's to know? I wrote a whole
Right,
freaking
but
story about
I
it.
know that, but you wrote it very vaguely?
Yes, well, I had to deliberately write it vaguely.
Okay, so...
And I had to deliberately misspell some of the names to keep the legal department happy because it was an illegal activity and the parties were still alive and couldn't get them to sign releases and so on and so forth. So some of the names, and they just went through and it's like, well, what about these people? What about these people? So I would just change the names, or if it was just a nickname, you could leave the nickname, but if it was a family name or something like that, they wanted to change it. Jake King, I called Jake King about it,
Mm-hmm.
and he was cool. So that's why we mentioned him in there.
Mm-hmm.
But that, bro, it's like I wrote that 40 years ago. 40 years
ago?
Well, 1985,
No.
I started working for CSK.
So like 35 years ago?
39 years ago. It's 2024.
Oh, it's a long time.
Yeah.
It's a long time ago.
Yeah, so it's like, that's what I remember is I would have to read the story to remember any of it.
Huh. Yeah. Right, when we were living on Crafton, and I think did you write that on Crafton?
Yeah.
Because I remember Barry coming to the apartment, and I think I was 17,
Yeah.
18.
Yeah. Well, the guy, I think I called him Bobby in the story, was actually Barry Petard. He was one of the Mutt Brothers. And he was a friend of mine. He was actually one of my, growing up, he was like one of my mentors.
He was a very nice man.
He was amazing.
He was very respectful, considering the fact that, like,
He was a street rat.
yeah, but he was very respectful because we were so young, you know? You would think that somebody older would treat somebody young like crap.
Well, he knew I loved this stuff.
Yeah, but he was very, like, very cool.
He set me up with a deal because it was right before I started to do the magazines. And he had set me up with a deal to go to Australia with a funny car. And I don't remember who the hell it was. Because he was like, well, what do you want to do with your life? And I was like, I want to race funny cars. So he had, Harlan Thompson. He was friends, I had a connection to Harlan Thompson. And he was ready to send me out there to Australia to start working for Harlan Thompson and start the drag racing thing, or the nitro thing. And that's about exactly the same time I started doing the magazines. And so we didn't do that. But I came this close to being an Australian.
Yeah, we weren't going to move to Australia.
At the time, that could have been a pretty good deal.
Yeah, but we weren't leaving our family.
I would have been okay with leaving our families.
No, you
We didn't have kids. It's not like we had kids.
No, I know that, but I'm saying, like, we thought about it and we're like, no, it's Australia. Who would go to Australia? Tony, have you ever met or sold any cars to Kenji Okazaki?
No, I met Kenji Okazaki, God, again, see, like 35 years ago. Was it that long? Yeah, it had to be about that, 35 years ago.
I'm glad we didn't move to Australia.
Well, who knows how life could have gone?
Australia?
We could have been in the outback.
We didn't know anybody.
I'd have an accent, man. I'd be
You
all...
hate animals.
Huh?
You don't like, well, you love dogs.
I love dogs!
Right, but you don't like wildlife. You're not like a nature person.
Oh, fuck nature. No, but they have dingoes out there.
Right.
Right?
Yeah,
So it's just a different kind of dog.
Yeah, Maggie rules. She's very good. She's very good.
She's the best. She's the best.
Flamin' Wallabies, you could have been an ocker.
Yeah, I would have been an ocker, please.
Sure.
And I would have an accent like Kiwi, and I would go, yeah, to things. Yeah.
I think our accents are pretty solidified by that time. UTG Down Under, yeah. Dingoes. Uncle Dundee, yeah. Uh-huh. Sure.
Dingoes ate my baby.
Is Maggie looking at her trainer like in movies and TV shows?
She's staring at Winnie.
Yeah, she's just watching Winnie.
She's
to
just
make
watching
sure
Winnie.
She's okay.
No, you don't understand. She, from the day we brought Winnie home, she was like, that's my puppy.
Right.
This is my puppy.
Don't look at my puppy.
Don't look at my puppy. Be careful what you do with my puppy.
Yeah.
She like totally embraced mommyhood. It's like crazy. I never saw anything like
keep
it.
the other dogs away from her, which
Yeah.
is kind of like a problem, but...
Yeah, there have been some pretty insane dog fights, which is how she's got the scar over here now. She's got a little nub on her nose.
She's very protective.
Overprotective. I'm telling you, I look at the back door, and Winnie has her head like this, and she's just dragging her across the yard.
That's why Maggie's not wearing a collar, because when
Yeah, she can't wear a collar.
So I got her a harness.
Maggie?
Yeah, Maggie.
Why?
Because I think she's better to walk on the harness. More controllable. Let's see. Weasels ripped my flesh? What?
Yeah, it happens.
Down under, you mean? Let's see. Hemihead 68. What in the world is that big black box to Tony's left on the table? A big black box?
Computer.
Oh, yes. Computer. That's everything goes through that computer. Tony would have driven to Australia, yeah, probably.
This is where Uncle Cathy makes all the magic happen. This is where
All
she
the
does the
magic,
editing and
yeah.
publishing and all the other stuff.
What would we be without the computer? Happy. I could live without it.
I'd be a mechanic. I would just
Yeah.
I'd just be fixing cars.
Just the same as before.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just listening while seeing with two-stroke jug. Two-stroke jug.
I have no idea.
You don't know what that is?
Two-stroke what?
Jug?
Two-stroke jug? No.
I don't know.
Are you comfortable? You keep fidgeting.
Good evening, Landing Customs Classics. He says hello, puppy.
Maggie, somebody said hi. Say hi. Maggie, over there. So she's staring at Winnie. She won't take her eyes off of Winnie.
Yeah, Winnie's sleeping on the floor. Oh, Winnie's looking now. Without the computer, this would be a radio show. Billy Bob Holcomb says. Yeah, that's true.
No, I wouldn't be doing any of this stuff.
So we're actually in Kathy's study, not a set. Kinda.
Yeah, this is the office.
This is the office.
Yeah.
Right now the office is upside down, but we have desks coming tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow all the
I can't
furniture will be
wait.
here. So things
I
will
can
get
put things away
reconfigured.
and get rid of that table.
Yeah.
This is all temporary. Let's see. Oh, jug is a piston and cylinder assembly. Firefly says.
Oh, what about him?
I don't know. Are you not paying attention?
I know.
Franco. Tony, Harlan is my hero. He's never worked a day in his life, and he drove a Rolls Royce.
Well, he was friends with Barry Petard, and Barry was going to send me out there to go work for him.
Out where?
Australia.
Was he in Australia?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He had a deal back then. And this is 1981, 1982 or so. They had drag racing in Australia, but they didn't have like nitro cars. That was a big deal. So anybody out there with a nitro car was making good money. There were, because match races and stuff. So, yeah, I had my opportunity there.
You have many.
Huh?
You have many
I have
opportunities. Chris Freemaster, lots of really interesting computer cases out there. Not everything is a generic box. Right.
We like the generic box.
This glass on the other side with lights.
It's a gaming computer.
Yeah, it's custom.
Yeah.
Custom. With lots of extra space. Because I was always filling it up. Oh, good girls.
Well, Winnie wants to play.
Alright, I had an offer like that to go to, Billy Bob Holcomb says. Landon Custom Classics has been cruising my Thunderbird around. Nice. Rating Slant 6 says, yeah, I just watched his vid on bad compressors and new refrigerators from a certain overseas China supplier. He was talking about the need for class action lawsuit to get them to fix it.
Who are we talking about?
Who are we talking about? I
Probably
don't know.
Louis Rossman. That sounds like a Louis Rossman thing.
Oh, okay, maybe. He's talking to somebody else. Olive says, hi, Maggie and Winnie.
This is constant. This is constant. Like, I'm going to say 8 hours a day.
Thumper says, wait, Tony plays video games? No.
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 No, not that everything against video games, but I'm not a video game person.
Oh, Steve Leto, he says.
Oh, okay.
So, no, is it a game and computer because it can handle a lot of video and a lot of, like Photoshop and Illustrator and programs like that. So, graphics cards are important.
This is constant.
Let's see. Just the guy says, hey UT, what was the deciding factor to make you leave New York City so long ago?
There were so many deciding factors. I had wanted to get out of there like much earlier. Well, I wanted to leave like in the 80s, really. You know when I wanted to leave? I'll tell you when I wanted to leave. As soon as I went anyplace else, right? As soon as I traveled off to other places. Because I've said this before. So like this is going back to like the 1980s, right? Middle 1980s. And like I was doing the magazines. One of the first places I had gone was to a town. I don't remember the town or the city in North Carolina, right? But I had gone down there because there was a 67 Hemi Satellite, which was a car that was never supposed to be made. And the guy had one. I don't remember the guy's name either. So I was doing for Muscle Car Magazine. 1985 this was. And I remember going down to North Carolina, and I got down there and I was like, wow, this is really nice, right? And then I went back to New York City. Okay, this is kind of harsh, right? And then from that point forward, it didn't matter where I went. Anywhere I went, I would look around and I like just to lay the land and I meet the people and just see the landscape, just whatever it was, and I'd be like, this is so nice. I can't believe how nice this is. And then I would get back to New York and I'd be like, what a miserable piece of shit I live in, right? So it was like that constantly. So I wanted to leave from the 1980s, but it just kept getting worse and worse and worse. And the tension level kept getting higher and higher and higher. All of the bad elements of the city were like square rooting. Not even the bad. When I say the bad elements, I don't even mean the crime or even the expense. The expense was over. Sorry, guys. What is it?
Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go.
So.
Come on.
The last year I was in New York City, 2002. Was it 2002 or 2003? I don't remember. The last year I was in New York City, you know how expensive it is there? We lived on Staten Island, right? And we lived in just an average size, like a house this size, okay? In a neighborhood like this on Staten Island. The last year I lived in New York, we cleared like $220,000 between my repair business, doing the cars during the day, flipping motorcycles, the coffee house, selling bootleg cigarettes, bootleg cable boxes. We cleared like over 200 grand that year, and we're broke. It was like, how do you do that? How do you live like that? That's New York City.
Matthew Fieta, how much boost would you put through a tired stock 360, 1974?
No telling. It depends how tired it is. Sometimes a tired engine is a better engine to boost or lean on. Whereas a tired engine has gotten loose. The bearing clearances are a little bit bigger. Everything fits, so everything's just happier. So the ring clearances, the ring gaps open up a little bit. Piston and wall clearance opens up a little bit. So a tired engine, depending on how tired it is, could be a better choice than a fresh engine when you're talking about boost.
Your brother says, Tony, can you please move out of the way? You're taking away from the dogs. You should be more of a focus of your new show. It will definitely increase your viewership.
I agree.
I'm going to film her as soon as I have a minute. As soon as I have like 5 minutes. More dogs, less yapping.
I agree.
What did you say?
I was explaining, or you were...
All right.
You gotta hustle.
All right. It's gonna be better than... Oh no, he's talking to somebody else.
You want to live.
Okay.
You want to live there and live like a human and be able to eat steaks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like live nicely.
God's voice says,
You gotta
hey,
hustle.
y'all. Everyone knows Tony loves his pups. He does.
I do. Too much, I think.
Oh man. Okay. That's a real Coca-Cola there. That is.
It is. It's a Mexican Coke with real sugar.
See, Manyanti's health seems to get better. Are you going to do another podcast with him as soon as he's feeling okay?
Yes. As soon as he's up to it, he'll let me know and we'll get together and do something. I don't want to put any pressure on him. I don't want to...
Let's see. Well, the slant 6 and heavy 426 spark plug tubes the same.
They're the same diameter. they're the same configuration, but they're length differences. The Hemi spark plug tube is that long, and the slant 6 spark plug tube is that long.
See, I went from rats to snakes and everything else trying to kill you. Oh, rats in New York, snakes in Tennessee.
Oh yeah, I'll take the snakes any day of the week.
Yeah. Like
There is no comparison. There is no comparison.
they're poisonous down here.
I don't care. I don't
There's
care. I don't care.
copperheads
I haven't had any problems with them.
and
It's
there's
fine.
rattlesnakes, right?
How many have you been bitten by?
None?
Right. There you go. Don't worry about it.
Well, I did get bit by something and my leg turned black.
Yeah, those are bugs and stuff.
What kind of bug was that?
I don't know. We have some pretty deadly bugs here too. In Tennessee is nature run amok. There's like if you can have it here, we've got bears, we've got mountain lions, right? And we're in the city. You know, like we're legitimate, like we're in the middle of the city.
Black bears now. They're coming
Yeah.
from
Black
East
bears.
Tennessee.
We have raccoons. We got skunks. We got all of the moles and rabbits, and it's just nature run amok. And I love it. I love it. All of this stuff, when you live in New York City, all of this stuff you only saw
You're
pictures
not a
of.
nature person.
It doesn't matter. I still love the fact that it's out there.
Yeah.
We have armadillos. We have these beautiful red birds.
Armadillos shouldn't be here. Oh, red birds? You mean cardinals?
Is that what they're called?
Yeah, they're cardinals.
Cardinals, yeah.
We
They're
have-
beautiful.
We
We
always
have
have a family of cardinals in the
Yeah.
backyard. Okay. Tony, what happened to the blue bottle from the roof of the green duster from summer live stream? Did you give it back to the aliens finally?
the blue
Blue
bottle.
bottle on the roof of the green duster. Oh, wax? Did you have wax on the roof?
Oh yeah. I remember everything.
Porcupines too?
I don't recall.
I don't know.
I do. I recently discovered that we actually have otters here too.
Where? No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
Have otters
We have
here.
yes, there's otters here. I just was flipping through YouTube and I saw a thing on Tennessee otters.
What part of Tennessee? Not where we are. Maybe. No, you don't have to Google.
I
it.
have
Okay,
I have Google right here. Tennessee.
Armadillos equals Texas speed bump. Yeah, they're always getting hit by cars. Let's see.
North American River otter.
Yeah.
Medium sized, elongated mammal, blah, 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 blah. Similar species, muskrat, beaver, nutria habitat.
Do I have to move this? Could you sit back?
Wait, I'm trying to see.
It's not that important.
Best places to see in Tennessee: rivers, strakes, and lakes in wooded areas. Yes, we have the North American otter, river otter. So it's actually called the.
Are you sure they aren't weasels?
No, they're called
We
North.
have weasels.
It's
We
called
have beavers, yeah. We've
the
got
species is called a Lantra canadensis.
okay.
Yeah,
And
Lantra
Sasquatch.
canadensis.
Yes.
We have them here.
Winnie. Winnie. River otters are mean, Shamble, it says.
It says they weigh between 20 and 25 pounds.
Interesting. How about a mink? Do you have minks? I don't know.
I'm gonna see.
Otters and weasels are crossbreeds. Honey badgers, yeah.
That's my spirit animal, Tennessee
Of
minks.
course, of course it is. Okay, Richard Stanray says, do you think crinkle paint could be a reasonably good substitute for a vinyl top?
Yes, we have minks here.
Tony, I'm asking you a question.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Well, I was answering somebody else's question.
Do you think crinkle paint could be a reasonably good substitute for a vinyl top?
No, I don't know. It's not gonna stand up to the UV stuff for very long. I don't think you'll be able to clean it very effectively. I don't think so.
Yeah, go for the vinyl top.
Either go for the vinyl top or just plain paint it. I like the painted tops. I mean, You go for the two-tone effect. I would just paint it. Hi, Darla.
That's Darla. Everybody's going on camera tonight.
Everybody wants to be in here tonight. You're too fat. You can't get up here.
Yeah, she's over 50 pounds.
She's old and fat and neurotic.
Let's see. Bed liner can look decent as a vinyl top substitute.
I've seen people do that. I think that's what Richard Petty used on the '68 Roadrunner. I think it might have been bed liner, like a spray of the day, whatever it was that they had back then.
Tony suddenly turned into Marlon Perkins.
Okay, look,
Do people know who Marlon Perkins is?
I'm not crazy about nature, you know what I'm saying? But I like the fact that we have it.
Winnie. Oh, Mutual of Omaha, that's right.
That's right.
Pick up the fat dog, jeez.
No.
Oh, she's over here now, she's really fat.
Yeah.
Like, really fat.
Come here, Darla. Come here, let's show them how fat you are. Come here. She's not going to like this.
No.
Yeah, you're gonna see a very pissed off beagle in a second. Oh my god! Ah!
Yeah, she's super fat.
That's all the bread she eats. She loves. Oh my god!
Wait, come here. Leave her alone.
Darla. See, she's mad at me now. She won't even look at me.
Mad. She's just being Darla. She's like a tick.
Yeah.
Tiny little head.
You're a good girl.
Big fat body.
You're a good girl. All right, she's shaking. I gotta put her down.
All right. Look who likes food. Yeah.
Okay, I gotta be careful putting her down. She's kind of fragile too.
Yeah. She is gorgeous. I had a 70-pound beagle. Did you? Yeah, they like their food. If Glenn Nickerson says if they don't know Marlon Perkins, they won't know Jim Fowler.
How about Doctari?
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, see?
That looks ridiculous. Thanks for making my dog bark, Robert said. Okay. John Bossum says, Tony, 360 small block or 361 big block? Which engine better for low-end torque pulling pickup engine?
The small block 360. It's got a longer stroke. But the small block 360 is about an overall better engine. Not that there's anything wrong with the 361, but if I had to pick between the two to build, definitely I would go with the 360.
Doctari, laugh out loud again. Clarence, the cross-eyed lion. I don't know. What is that? Is that something?
I think that was a cartoon. I think it was.
I don't know.
She's eating the rug again.
Oh, good. Good.
Winnie!
Oh, yeah.
Don't leave me.
I don't leave me for a second. Get out of there. Get out of there.
I love the chaos. No, I don't love the chaos. I'm at home in the chaos. It's like when things are too quiet, I get all like, I get weird, okay? But as long as there's like activity going on, even if it's crazy activity, even if it's chaos, I'm like,
And we don't like peace and quiet.
I'm not crazy about peace and quiet.
Hello, EFOG. Earth Cost 60 says, Uncle Tony, I talked with Kiwi on the phone today. I live in LA and I'm meeting in San Diego Saturday for Kiwi's big adventure. Because I'm that good a friend.
You are a good friend. You know who's a good friend? Dr. Art is a good friend.
Is he?
Because Dr. Art has taken the trouble to make a promo for Kiwi for his big adventure. So I think we're gonna go over by his place tomorrow and show him that.
How do you know he's gonna be there?
He should be.
Yeah?
I'll call and find out.
Striggle, it says you're a good friend or a ghost.
Definitely a better friend than I am, for sure.
I'm still recovering from animals with Sarah Lindsay. Who's Marlon Perkins? Dr. Art is a great guy. Yeah.
Dr. Art is a prince.
Tony hates being alone with his mind. Make him watch Altered States.
I'm terrified of my mind, actually.
What? Well, then I guess I should be terrified too.
Not as long as there's noise and chaos going on.
Okay.
It's all good.
Great. Oh boy.
When it's quiet, you know, in a lot of ways, I'm opposite of a typical. I'm definitely like neurodivergent. Okay, like most people relax when it's quiet and everything, and I'm the exact opposite.
But
when
you like
quiet,
to shop when it's quiet. You
well,
like to
that's
be
because
alone and work alone.
because my mind is active. You know what I mean? Like I'm working. I could be sitting there, just sitting there, okay, but my mind is like working on 1,000 different things and organizing stuff, and so I'm comfortable. But like when it's quiet, that's when I get all nervous and edgy, and like you don't want to be around me.
Oh crikey! This damn manta ray just stung me.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he took a fish right through the
terrible.
heart.
Oh yeah, that's terrible. Hemihead 68 sent you super chat.
Thank you.
What's that story of motorcycle in the picture on the wall behind Tony? We want to know. There's no motorcycle.
Motorcycle?
No, that's an altar.
That's the wild Willy Borsch's fuel
Here, I'll
altar.
move this up so you can see it. See it? Yeah. Zero, you want to come down with me Saturday? I'll be driving right past you. Jump in. Oh, he's going to pick Zero up to go find Kiwi.
Nice.
Go, Zero. Let's see. If you're lonely when alone, then you're in bad company.
No, I'm not lonely. I don't get lonely at all. I like my own company.
Yeah.
But there has to be activity going on around me. There has to be noise or sound or radio or TV or dogs barking or things or fighting, wrestling, conversations. There just has to be things happening like around me. You know, or that's when I start to get weird.
I missed a super chat? Where? No? Is it Hemihead? I don't see. No, that's the only one. Tony can't deal with library level noise.
Oh, no.
I can. I'm fine like that.
No.
Let's see.
I'm good with a lack of noise if I'm mentally occupied by something.
Tony, what exactly is fuel altered? Can you elaborate, please? What's a fuel altered?
Okay, so you have to say, well, what's an altered, right? Because there's a stereotype thing that you call a fuel altered, and then there's what an altered actually is. So, you know what a gasser is, right? So here's the pecking order. So you got stock and super stock, so you know what they are, right? They're stock body cars, different levels of modification. Then you have modified production, which the next step, which would be where the cars have different engines than they were originally born with, different modifications, a little more exotic than stock, super stock. Then you get to the gasser classes. So the gasser classes allowed 10% engine setback and different body modifications. And then past the gassers, you get to altereds. And then altered is defined by a car with a 25% engine setback and various body modifications or lack thereof. So you keep going step by step by step until you get to the altered. So the altered is, an altered could be like a regular car, right? You know, so it doesn't have to be a T-bucket body or a Bantam or anything like that. An altered could actually be a full-bodied car. It's just dictated by the engine setback, how far back the engine is set back. So, by definition, like a T-bucket type of car, right, would be an altered because of how far back the engine is set. So now, a fuel altered is a nitro burning car with a 25% engine setback. That's the traditional, that's the traditional definition of an altered, or a fuel altered, I should say. But then it started to change because funny cars, they started rebodying them as funny cars, and funny cars have more than a 25% engine setback. So that kind of went out the window. So these days, the term fuel altered really doesn't have a meaning other than a funny car with an open wheel funny car. Think of it that way, right?
What? Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Okay. Professor Tony.
I just summed up though. Wow.
Did you just sum it up?
Yes.
Good. That's your job. Interesting, Tony. Never knew this stuff. Scarlet fire.
That's why I get paid the big bucks.
Pure hell and fire burnouts. Your brother says, Tony, how come there isn't a picture of your brother on the wall behind you when he keeps a baby picture of you on the visor of his truck? Wouldn't you consider that fucked up? You find a picture of your brother? Where is that?
I happen to have a picture of Ron Paul that I'm looking at while I talk to you. And while you may not really understand, right, Ron Paul has very similar number of facial features than you do, James. Notice one nose, two eyes, one mouth. Look at the fingers on his hands, very similar to yours. So, while I don't have your exact picture, I do have a picture of Ron Paul, and he's of the same species as you.
And next week, we're going to put James's picture on the wall, okay?
Yes.
Next Sunday, it'll be there, okay? Ron Paul is your president, Bob? Yeah, he's my president.
Well, Jefferson Davis is still my president. I believe the war ended fraudulently, and since nobody has replaced him, but that's beside the point. What?
Let's see. A great man, Zero says, yes.
I think Greg Abbott is going to be our next president.
Let's see. Ron Paul Daily at noon on YouTube News Update is excellent. All right, Ron Paul. Go Lions.
Go what?
Go Lions.
Is that sports ball?
I guess so.
Nice.
I don't know.
Go team.
Go team.
Cinch the big one.
Altars are a handful, and Wild Willie did it one-handed.
So do you know why Wild Willie did it one-handed? Does anybody know? Let's see if anybody knows. So drag racing trivia.
This hurts in my face. Okay.
That's what she does. It's
Yeah,
Darla.
yeah. Okay.
Darla will walk up to you. She'll put her face right up to you and go. Yeah. Like, if she has to burp, she could be across the room. She could be in another room. She could be in the backyard. It doesn't make any difference. If she has to burp, she come right up to you, get right in your face like this, and go.
Okay, so why did Willie
I
he had
wanna know-
a fake arm?
I want to know why. If anybody knows, there's drag racing trivia. So if anybody gets this right, you get one of our new T-shirts.
Wild Willie had narcolepsy.
Yes, he did, but that has nothing to do with the one arm. So this is for one of our new T-shirts.
Oh, is it? Oh, well,
Yes.
I'm gonna have to write stuff down. Oh, they're gonna have to take
Yeah.
care of it.
Yeah, you're gonna have to send Kathy a thing with your name if you get it. Okay, so that's our new T-shirt because I pee standing up. All right, so but nobody's gonna get it, so we're not giving away a T-shirt.
Because he only had one hand.
No.
Zero says, boss and boss lady. News from the front, hundreds of layoffs, which I was also a victim of. No worries, I'll be fine. But also might visit soon, like a vacation.
Move down here, bro. Move down here. We'll get you hooked up.
I'm sorry, Zero. He's getting laid up. laid
Laid
off. So you only had one hand? No.
No.
You braced with the other hand. Do you have it one-handed and braced with the other hand?
Yes, but why?
That was what's on the...
What's on there is close, yes. But I want the exact reason.
Did I send Mexican Spec anything in December? No. I'm going to send you t-shirts now. Mail's going out tomorrow. Let's see. Hope I get to go back to my power equipment operating beer drinking job. Let's see. Zero says, love you guys. I'll be working for Ed again.
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Dude, there's plenty of jobs out here. Like tons
Fake
of
arm,
jobs.
what's on this says fake arm.
No, it wasn't a fake arm.
He was more comfortable one-handed, Thumper says.
No.
He implemented a fake arm also.
Yes, but that's later.
Because of the chassis bucking?
Close.
Because he shifted with the other?
No.
You can't handle the truth.
It was a high gear car, so there was no shifting with it.
He had a cigar in his other hand.
No, a martini.
The fugitive guy had one arm. No belts to hold him in. The body was so flimsy again. Hang on, I got more.
Yeah.
Seat was too big. Let's see.
But, okay, so who said this?
Wait, hang on. Who said seat was too big?
Yeah, because that's close.
Lucas Crockett said the seat was too big. He played with a yo-yo while he drove, your brother said.
And a martini.
EDD is unemployment, Zero says. Artinis. No 3-point harness. I don't understand the whole live thing. What's the point?
Just to piss you off.
Yeah.
We only did this to piss you off.
Confuse you.
Yes.
I don't know. Okay, I think Bill McKissick sent you a super chat.
Thank you, Bill.
UTG, what's your opinion on Vivek Ramaswamy?
So I like the guy, but oh man.
How did you not like him? He says all the right things.
Well,
all of them.
There are certain people like Ramaswamy and Carrie Lake that I believe have certain roles that are playing, that they're playing. But that's as far as I want to go with that. As far as I want to say about that. But yeah, I'm fine with him. So back to the Willy Borsch thing.
Back to the Willy Borsch thing.
Yeah. So he was a small guy. He was only about 5'9", okay? And the car was originally built 1959 out of muffler tubing, believe it or not, right? So what is she eating?
A bone.
It sounds like wood.
Oh. Bone.
So it was that's the original car. It was built in 1959 out of exhaust tubing, right?
Yeah.
And they ran that until 1970. But it was built originally for a different driver in mind. So it was built big and wide, and Willie was a small guy. Oh, yeah, see? Okay, I told you. It's expensive. Having a Border Collie puppy is expensive. So,
So, I don't even know who wins. You didn't,
So, the car was known to make sudden moves. So to brace himself, because he'd just be sliding around in the seat, he would hold on with one hand and steer with the other. So he crashed that car in 1970. Winnie, quiet. He crashed that car in 1970. They built a... No, I'm sorry, they didn't crash that car in 1970. They retired that car in 1970. And he built a car with a conventional funny car cage that fit him right. But because he wasn't getting thrown around in there, he didn't have to brace himself. But people had expected to see the arm on the outside of the body. So they put, from that point on, they put a dummy arm on the car. So he ran the narrow car for 2 years or a year, crashed that car, and then he built the Charger funny car. But the Charger funny car was kind of unique. They had a Revell sponsorship with it. Actually, it was because of Revell that they went with the funny car, because Revell didn't want to do a fuel altered model. So, and the funny cars were getting the dates at that point. So he went with that beautiful butterscotch 71 Charger body, and they had the dummy arm outside the window of that thing. And the unique thing about that car, okay, who knows the unique thing about his 1971 Charger funny car?
Your brother says you're making this up as you go along. Can we please get back to the dogs?
No, it's true. I'm telling you, everything I'm telling you is absolutely true. You can look it up yourself.
So what do you want to know?
What was unique about the 71 Charger funny car?
Rebel funny car kit?
Yeah, they made a model of it too.
Well, he bought the Charger used, Franco says.
Did he? Whose was it?
Mike Brooker says he steered with his knees.
No, he didn't steer with his knees.
Bumper says steel body.
Nope, that was a glass body.
Ray Riley says aluminum body.
No, it was fiberglass. It's obvious if you look at the pictures of the car with the body up, you can't miss it.
It had a cup holder.
No, but I mean, it might have. I don't know.
It was stolen.
No, I don't think it was stolen.
Chop top.
No.
No. This is going to be drawn out. Also, please get back to the dogs. James. The first flopper.
No.
It wasn't funny.
No. Come on, nobody knows
Franco
this?
says Billy D says it was X Nichols and Oxner.
Okay. I'm barely, vaguely familiar.
Wedge motor.
Close.
That was 672 E Galaxy. Chevy powered.
Yep.
Oh.
It had a Chevy motor in it.
I don't know how to say your name. It's CZUYLMVCH13. Because he loved it. 13.
He got it. So he had a Chevy motor.
So, does he win something?
He had to be different. He sent me a shirt.
Okay, well, then he has to send me his. I bet you he lives out of the country with a name like that. Okay, so send me your information at UncleTony'sGarage@gmail.com and your size. Wow, we never knew that. Crazy. Big block Chevy.
Yeah, he had to be different. He just had to be. Willy Borsch was one of those people that just had to have it his way, and whatever his way was had to be different than your way. So if he was going to have a Mopar-bodied funny car, it had to have a Chevy motor in it, which made no sense at all because he had always run early Chryslers. But that was Willie's way.
He just liked to be contrarian.
He liked to be contrarian.
Didn't he show up for a picture with no shirt?
Well, the model box, when they shot the cover for the model box, the pictures for the model box, he refused to put a shirt on.
Thanks. Awesome. Jonathan Mabe says, hey, I'm 17, got a 77 Chevy with a 454 out of a 97 2500.
Nice.
Completely rebuilt. Just recently watched your video on the red Ford that was horribly rebuilt by a shop.
Oh God, we've done so many of them.
The truck.
Well, possibly the truck. There was a red Mustang too.
Was there a red
Mustang?
Mustang? Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that brought you off to the right start, man. That's a nice. You're going good there.
He says, I just want to know what criteria you would consider for a hood. Oh, you mean a good cab off restoration? Oh.
Say that again now?
He wants to know who you would consider for a good hood cab off restoration. I don't know what that means.
Bro, I really, I can't make any, I don't have any recommendations for shops I can give you, and I really, I would feel uncomfortable making a recommendation of a shop. I don't know. Do it yourself. Do it yourself.
He's 17.
Yeah, well, listen, that's the time to learn these skills. Dude, the stuff you learn doing that work yourself will carry you through the rest of your life. All of the skills that you'll learn just by doing your own truck, by you doing your own frame off, or however far you want to go with it, those skills and those tools and that knowledge and everything will carry you literally for the rest of your life. It's the perfect foundation to build on.
Franco says Willie's Mustang 2 was the ex-Pee Wee Wallace Blackstang.
Okay, that was the last car, right? Was that the last one? The Mustang 2 was definitely the last one that I could think of.
Oh, he's saying, no, I already did it. The video you made is just making me worry now. Laugh out loud.
Oh. Geez, yeah.
Yeah,
I
who
can't.
knows?
Yeah.
We should teach Winnie how to sniff Bondo, though.
Right?
Because she goes to scent class. Yeah, I can teach her how to sniff Bondo. Search Bondo. Let's see. Jonathan Mabe, is there Bondo in your frame? Oh, hope not.
Yeah.
He's really, I don't know. Put it on a lift. Did you ever get a chance to meet Willy Borsch?
No. He died, I guess, back around late 1980s. He had a heart attack. He had a muffler shop in Florida. Franco would know a lot more about that. No, he's one of the few people I really, really would have liked to have met.
UTG canine unit, yeah. You teach her all that stuff. Spray foam is better than Bondo. Oh my goodness. You didn't hear that here, folks. Winnie meets electric space wizards. See, she's going to class now, scent class. She's learning her first scent. She's doing okay for a puppy.
She's a little out of control.
She's a little out of control. Like she ran in the other ring. But she's doing okay.
She's a puppy.
Yeah,
and
she's
the
a puppy.
whole world is still new to her yet.
Mm-hmm.
And she's a timid puppy. Like she's,
Yeah. I'm working on it.
Some dogs are naturally outgoing and aggressive, and she's naturally timid. So she spooks really easily.
See, Bondo can encapsulate metal and keep moisture off of it. Spray foam holds moisture against the metal.
Well, I don't know about Bondo keeping moisture off of metal.
Did you ever hear that? Isn't that where it bubbles?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
It's
literally,
moisture.
last week I had to grind off all the Bondo on the C-pillar in my slinger because it blistered out and cracked.
Let's see. The little poo-poo car really stuck with me, the formula says.
The little poo-poo.
Poo-poo car? I don't know.
Oh, Little Poo-Poo. Andy Mays has a
Oh,
Mustang
okay.
over at his place called Little Poo-Poo. I got to talk to him. I haven't talked to him in a while.
Yeah. Franco says Willie was a character. He hung with us when he painted the Mustang too.
Yeah. Yeah, he's one of the few. There aren't too many people in history that I'd really like to meet, but he was definitely one of them.
Zuriel says, Tony, what are your thoughts on metal Bondo?
I don't really have any thoughts on it. I'm so not a body guy. I do body work, but I do it badly. I paint cars, but I paint them badly. You know what I mean? It's like, just do not have the talent for this stuff.
Let's see. Rating Slant 6 sent you a super chat.
Thank you.
Let's see. So speaking of Chevy, what's up with David Vizard and Andy Wood wanting to use Chevy rods and pistons on the Mopar 318 Mission Impossible?
Right. See, people keep asking me about this thing, okay? And
Thank you for the super chat.
yeah, thank you for the super chat. And that's you just put your finger on exactly what. Look, the concept, the original concept, right? The way I had envisioned it was to take all of the stock parts, right? Just the stock parts, and massage them in such a way to get the most power out of them. So, like for instance, instead of using different pistons, offset grind the crank and pick up a little compression height that way. Deck the block as much as you can, pick up compression that way. Mill the head as much as you can, pick up compression that way. But with the stock pistons, okay? Lighten the rods, lighten the pistons, port the heads, right? Work with the stock valves, back face them, do all of the tricks to stock valves. You would do the stock valves. So the idea was to take the stock engine and maximize each of the stock components. That was the whole point of that exercise, okay? But then it got weird. It went off into crazy different places that didn't even resemble the original conception of the idea. Because the idea, it wasn't, the goal was not to make a maximum output 318. No. It would be, why not just put a stroker crank in it? Why not just put aluminum heads on it and build a W2 motor? There's so many different ways to make power with a fucking 318, okay? The idea was to take the stock parts, the stock intake manifold, the stock carburetor, the stock cylinder heads, the stock pistons, the stock rods, the stock crank, the stock block, and work with each of those parts to get the most out of them, and then see what the difference was after, so you run the motor dead stock, and then you run the motor on the dyno with all those modifications. That was the point. So once you deviate from that, well, then you no longer have, you see what I'm saying? Then it doesn't make any sense. Why would you put Chevy rods in if your goal was to do a stock 318? Did I explain that?
I think so.
Yeah. Does anybody have any questions about this?
A lot of people want to know what happens to it. There's a lot of people.
I know that, and I'm just. So, does anybody have any questions as to my explanation?
Joe K says, sounds like this project should be resumed again. Lots of people keep asking about it.
Yes, it should be, and it'll take form in another way. But that one, the ship has sailed. It's gone to crazy places. Crazy places that I had no, like.
You didn't have input on it.
I explained what I wanted to do. Right. I did a video explaining what I wanted to do. Yeah. Specifically, it's not like I left anything up to like questions. You know what I mean? I did a video outlining specifically exactly what I'm saying right now. That was the point of. So it's not like I was ambiguous about how we were going to do this. I was very specific. We're going to take all the stock parts and rework the stock parts to their best advantage, and then see how much power we can make with the stock parts. The stock parts. What part of stock parts is not, don't people understand? I even wanted to use a stock cam and have it reground. So this way we would stay within that spirit of the stock parts. You see what I'm saying? Rework all of the stock parts. The motor makes, let's say, 210 horsepower stock, and then after you've gone through all of these things and made all these modifications, it makes X amount of horsepower. Now, as soon as you vary from that, you substitute the heads, you substitute the rods, you substitute the pistons, you substitute whatever you're going to substitute. Well, it's no longer that. Then it becomes something completely different. But when I did the original video, when I conceived the idea and did the original video and presented the original plan, well, I was completely unambiguous about it. I was extremely straightforward. Look, this is what I want to do. This is a very simple thing, right? It's a complicated thing. There's a lot of engineering that goes into it, but it's a very simple premise. Take the stock parts, get the most out of the stock parts, put it on a dyno, end result, done.
Okay, Jonathan made a question again. I'm getting an old 99 Stein V6 from my grandparents in Wisconsin. What's your opinion on building V6s, or should I 351 Windsor swap?
I like the idea of working with oddball motors and stuff. It depends on which V6 it is. Like you see this, you got a couple of different V6s. You know, you've got that 60-degree V6 that they put in those cars, and then you've got the that 90-degree motor. The what was that? I forgot. The 3.8. So I don't know which V6 you have. Uh, I okay. So if you were to pull up to my front door, don't pull up to my front door. But if you were to pull up to my front door and say, "I want to check out my Mustang," I would say, "What you got?" And if you said, "Well, I put a 351 in it," I'd be like, "Well, it's like every other 351 Mustang that's ever been built." But if you said, "You know, I did this, and this to the V6," I would be like, "Oh, let me check that out." So that's how that. See, that's my stand. You know, like you know, I'm intrigued by different things. So depends what you're looking for. If you just want a cookie cutter, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but if you just want a cookie cutter like a formula type of car, then definitely put the 351 in it. Right? It's kind of a no-brainer. But if you want something that's different, that's unique, that's got like very personalized and shit, that maybe surprise a lot of people, I would do the V6.
The 351 sounds better, doesn't it?
Yes, the 351 does sound better. Yes.
Okay, so let me see. I have a. Oh no, he's talking to somebody else. Do factory high performance parts count?
No.
No.
The idea was to use, so it was supposed to be a Smogger 318. It was supposed to be the one that anybody can find anywhere for like free. Okay? Go on Facebook Marketplace, spend 5 minutes looking, and you'll find at least one within a 20-mile radius of your house that you could have for $50. Right? They're everywhere. They're everywhere. They put Chrysler millions of them and put them in everything. So the idea was to use the most common garden variety, easy to find, low performance or no performance taxi cab 318. Not the 1986 4-barrel version, not some Australian, you know, deal or Mexican deal or anything. The idea was the typical smog, low performance, low image that nobody wants 318. Once you start substituting other parts, it's no longer that fucking engine. What part of that does nobody understand?
Okay, Benjamin C says, "Hey UT and UK, it's been a while. So UT, are you going to redo Mission Impossible on your own?"
Probably yes, at some point, but not right now. I have too many other things I have to get done.
Okay. You can massage stock parts to maximize them, but when you deviate from that, it's no longer stock.
Exactly. Thank you. Somebody who's able to figure that out on their own.
I'm way behind. Seth Doss says, "Salutations, Uncle T and Kathy." Salutations.
Salutations.
Do you happen to remember where you got the non-press in lower control arm bushings from the video of Mopar's weak spot? About to have to do them on the 64 Daily Dart.
I don't remember where I got them. Just Google lower control arm bushings and you know for that car, and you'll see like if you,
Rock Auto. I don't know.
No, I didn't get them through Rock Auto.
No.
I got them through. I don't remember. But they were easy to find. It's not like I had to go searching for them. Like I just put in. I put in urethane lower control arm bushings for that car, and you'll get like 10 different choices. The ones I got were the red ones.
Michael Perry says, "I seen you a couple months ago one night in my sassy grass green 72 Roadrunner at a red light.
Yeah.
You were in a black Cherokee. Was
Yeah.
wondering if you do any kind of tuning for these old 440s."
Not for commercial. Yeah, I don't do any commercial work. But if you're in the area, if you're in the neighborhood, definitely come by, man. I'd like to meet you guys.
Well, you would have to send an email, I guess.
Send an email to Kathy at uncletonysgarage@gmail.com
And put in the title "Sassy Grass Roadrunner."
Yeah. And send her a number. I can text you.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, I always like to meet local Mopar people.
Let's see. Well, I thought this might get weird.
Yes.
So is it weird? Yeah, I guess it got weird.
What got weird?
I don't know. I guess it got weird. It's weird.
Well, people keep asking me the same question
know,
over and over again. I keep giving the same answer over and over again. So.
Yeah, but only on the lives, you know, and not everybody catches the lives. Only a few people watch the lives, really.
Right, but I don't feel it's appropriate to put in a video.
No, absolutely not. No. Okay, Carl Gates sent you super chat.
Thank you, Carl.
Tony, I'm going to try one more time. Any update on the Black Hoax Challenger, since the person who spent $1 million plus figured out it's probably a hoax?
No, I read something from the guy who bought it, disputing what I had said.
Mm-hmm.
And that he was happy with his purchase, and blah blah blah.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I really remember. You know, it's like that's one of those things. I saw what it was. I knew what it was. It was one of those things I just had to comment on because it was so ridiculous. It was so over the top. So I did that video and then moved on because I mean I don't really care what happens with that car or who has it or what it goes for or anything like that. It's just the story, the way it was marketed, the whole thing being in the Smithsonian. How fucking ridiculous was that? Somebody had to do a video. Somebody had to say it, so I said it. And then I moved on. So I don't really know or care what the current status is of the car.
Raining Sun was having a flashback to when Chrysler was making later model GM overdrive automatics and adapters behind Mopar V8s. I felt it was helping sell more GM Trans more than getting more Mopar parts repopped.
I remember it as being the other way.
Yeah.
General Motors, Chevy was buying Chrysler overdrive 4-speeds and putting them in their trucks. So yeah, I don't remember Chrysler buying General Motors transmissions, but I definitely remember General Motors buying Chrysler transmissions. Exception would be your 1963 Max Wedge had a Borg 1 or 3-speed in it. But yeah, that's the only thing I can. That's the only thing I can think of.
So the email was uncletonysgarage@gmail.com.
Yeah.
But Tony doesn't read emails.
I don't read emails.
I'm able to pick out a couple, and I'm sorry that he doesn't read emails. It's just so many. There's no way to get to them all. So, let's see. It was the fastest car of his friend's group. Not more than this.
Yeah, probably.
I think it was really the Smithsonian thing or the Congress thing. That's what it was. It was what was the list it was put on? I don't remember.
Oh, please.
The Library of Congress.
The guy who told the story, because the whole story was told by this guy's father's friend.
Yeah.
Who would sit in the passenger seat of the car when they were racing and tell him when to shift.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Come on!
That's ridiculous.
Come on!
Okay, to him, I guess it's not ridiculous. To a lot of people, that wouldn't be ridiculous.
Well, they're fucking idiots!
All right, but to us, it's ridiculous because we know how that works.
Okay.
It's to a lot of our viewers.
So I'm gonna
because they know how.
I'm gonna say this point blank. I'm gonna say this point blank.
To the average person who watches Barrett Jackson or Meekum
no. Okay,
for
listen.
a hobby. It's just because.
Okay.
They don't know.
So wait, no, stop. If you're talking about going to Publix right now, okay, and stopping some old lady in the fucking produce aisle and asking her if she heard the story about the black ghost and if she thought it was true.
Right. She
If
would
that's
say yes.
yeah, if that's what you're talking about, yes.
Right.
Then fine.
I'm
I
saying
can believe it.
the
But
general public.
no,
The
that is the general public.
Right,
That is the
that's
general
what I'm
public.
saying, the
I'm
general
talking-
public.
Okay, but we're not talking about the general public. We're talking about car people. So I'm going to say this point blank. Any
Poor people watch our channel.
that's fine. That's fine. Any car person who heard or read or saw that story all the way through as it was presented is and believes it is an idiot.
Oh, and believes it. Well, why would a car person believe that?
If
A
you
car person
believe
wouldn't
the
believe
story that went with the black ghost, I'm pointing my finger at you. You are an idiot. I'm sorry. I just have to.
I don't think that
Think
our
of it
viewers
as,
believe
this is
that
tough love.
story.
Think of it as tough love, okay? I love you guys. You know I do, right? If you believe it, you're an idiot.
Listen, different people have different automotive experiences. I'm trying to be fair here.
Now, anybody.
Playing devil's advocate.
Okay, but I'm not playing devil's advocate.
I know you're not.
So now, I'll go one step further. Anybody who promoted that story, okay, from the guy who did the restoration to the people at Mecca.
Oh yeah, they should know better.
Okay.
They do know better. They
Anybody at Hemmings or whoever it was that
Oh,
was,
yeah.
okay, anybody who did that, okay, and look, please, if you know these people, show them this, okay? Just cut this clip out, right, and show this to them. You are a liar. Okay, Mr. Hemmings or whoever it was. Was it Hemmings? I don't even remember now. The Meckham, Mr. Meckham, whoever it was. You are a liar. You lie.
Well.
Okay, so there's the black ghost. Done.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Next.
It was a feel-good story for the population.
Yeah, there's lots of real feel-good stories out there.
And for people's pockets.
Okay, and for people's pockets.
Right.
There's lots and lots of feel-good stories out there, especially if you're talking about black guys from that era, the 60s and the 70s. You want to talk about real feel-good stories, real fucking heroes, people who were actually really out there, really racing, really devoting every fucking ounce of their being to doing this shit. They're out there, okay? They're real, you know, and they should be getting the recognition. No, sorry. And I think that's what I find most insulting about this. Because I knew some of these people. Barry Petard was on, Levi Holmes. I know these people, okay? So, you understand what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know, there's people out there who really do deserve that credit, that really do deserve that status. But, you know, that's what pissed me off about the whole thing.
What's up, Two Hacks?
Jeff, what's happening, brother?
It's kind of like people that put caps. It's sort of the same thing.
Please.
Let's see. Benjamin C. I rarely believe anything I didn't see. Too many people out there with 400 horsepower 350 Chevys that won't spin the tires, laugh out loud.
I know.
672E Galaxy says right on UT. Colgate says I couldn't agree more. I don't know. I guess those stories of like those real people are just not glamorous enough.
Right.
Yeah. They don't hit all of the
Nobody's making any money.
points,
Nobody's
right?
making any money about that.
Tony, don't hold back. Tell us what you really feel. I mean, really, why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you? Maybe you need to keep it to yourself. Nobody else does, so. They were taking the piss. Nice car, though.
I'm not taking anything away from the car. The car is a unique car. It's a neat car. I mean, I'm not taking anything away from it. It's the story that went with the car.
Well, there you go. Let's see. 17-speed trans, 4 million shot nitrous. Natural weight reduction. New question. Roots versus centrifugal superchargers for drivability / street manners.
roots takes a lot of power to turn. I mean, sorry, the centrifugal power takes a lot of turn too. Remember, superchargers are sucking a lot of power off the front of the engine. The one advantage that you have with with a centrifugal type of blower is that it's not as affected by engine heat, because the blower itself is making heat by compressing the air. The thing with a roots blower is that it's absorbing all of the heat from the engine itself, because it's mounted on the engine. So obviously it becomes the same temperature as. So the roots takes a little more horsepower to turn than a centrifugal, and the roots has more heat. There's more heat involved in the roots. So you're more likely to run into detonation issues with a roots blower than you are with a centrifugal blower. That said, like, nothing on earth gives you the throttle response of a roots. I mean, a centrifugal is close to it, right? But if you go in for like the drivability, like sudden wow factor, and yeah, and the looks of it and the sound and everything, right? Yeah, roots wins. But for if ultimate performance is your goal on gasoline, this is important now, right? On gasoline, because you go to alcohol, then a roots blower becomes a whole different animal. The alcohol's cooling the blower as it's running. To the point that the injectors will ice over, a carburetor's ice over, on like a 100-degree day. So on gasoline, a centrifugal blower has many more advantages. On alcohol or nitro, then a roots blower is the way to go.
Let's see. Chris Greenaway says 20. I'm upset about Mission Impossible as you. I wanted to see what Wits could do versus the parts bin, because I have a stock Smog Block 400 and don't have the money to build it.
Yeah, it would have been a very interesting exercise. And that's what it was. It was supposed to be an exercise. It wasn't supposed to be a formula. It wasn't supposed to be an earth changer. It was supposed to be an exercise to see what can be done. That's the thing. You know, it's like, what can be done? Well, if you have $1 billion, let's say, what can be done? Well, we could just cast a whole new block. We could just design something right from the get-go, okay? And just call it a 318, right? So it's like, where do you draw the line? Where do you draw the line? You see what I'm saying? So the whole point of this was an exercise to see what the differences are, right? Using the stock parts. So yeah, I'm disappointed too. I think it would have been a very interesting thing. I think it was something that a lot of people could have learned from. It's something I could have learned from. So in that respect, yeah, I'm disappointed too.
We're at the end of the road here.
Are we really?
Yeah.
Jeez, I went fast.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 2 hours.
Wow. We'll take a couple more.
Main Muscle 20. Did you know Joe Ricciarello?
Never met him.
From Detroit. It was rumored he had the fastest street race car in Detroit in the 70s with a Mustang.
He did, the Black Death.
Built by Jack Roush.
Yeah, well, it was actually a Jack Roush car. Yeah, no, I never met him. But I'm very familiar with the Black Death Mustang. Sudden death. Did I say Black Death?
Yeah, you said the Black
Yeah.
Death.
Did I say
the plague?
sudden death? Sudden death.
Tonight flew by, yeah.
It's been a long day.
Mark says the 318 definitely touched a nerve. Yeah.
It did. It did.
He's calling things the Black Death. Oh, it's too funny. Hello, Barrows.
What's happening, brother?
Oh my goodness. Hilarious. So
All right.
this Wednesday's Kiwi's last live ever, possibly?
Possibly, yeah. There's a good chance he doesn't make it back. And
Dementia, UTG, yeah. The Black Death.
I'm telling you, it's been a long day. It's just been a long day.
It's a great name for a car, Tony.
Well, it is.
Not really. Oh.
So, all right. All right, let's wrap it up. Yes, this Wednesday
Okay.
is Kiwi's last live.
So he's gonna be here.
Yes, he'll
Okay.
be right. And then Jamie from Dead Dodge Garage is going to be filling in for the months or so of Kiwi being gone.
The months.
And then his rehabilitation. You know, because I'm sure there's going to be a bunch of rehabilitation involved. So Jamie from Dead Dodge Garage will be filling in. Who, by the way, does a live opposite hours every Sunday night. So
Yeah.
if you're still in the mood for live, head over to Dead Dodge Garage.
What about Ari?
Or Ari's here, but Ari doesn't always do it.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
Ari does a video, does a live after hours called After the Tony.
Yeah.
So if he's doing that, go to him, or go to Jamie, or go to both, right?
Yeah.
You know, you could bounce. There's no
Right.
reason you don't just stick at one live. You know, people only stick around for like 20 minutes. That's the average view duration on a live is like 20 minutes.
Well, yeah, I would just stay for longer.
Right. So yeah, who would stay for longer? I know I would.
I wouldn't.
I'm good. I'm good for about 10 minutes. I jump into a live. I'm good for about 10 minutes, and then I'm like, oh, okay. And then I go and I
This is boring.
do something else. So,
I'm leaving.
so any of you guys who stuck around for more than 10 minutes, you're doing better than me.
You're right.
For sure.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Good night, everyone.
But yeah, you can go over to Jamie's, Dead Dodge Garage, or Ari's After the Tony. Everybody contributed to Super Chat. Thank you so much. Greatly appreciated. While we were online, Winnie literally ate whatever in terms of like paneling and rugs and whatnot. Winnie ate whatever we brought in for Super Chat during the time that we were doing this. So thank you very much.
Molding is probably like $20 at least.
How much of it has she eaten? Right? She's eaten the corner of the stair.
Right?
So thank you. You're keeping up with the damage that my dog is currently doing right now, actually, to the door. I really contributed with just your presence and your conversation. Thank you equally. We love all of you guys. Our mods, Mexican Spec, Fubar, Ari, and Zero. Thank you guys as always. Wednesday night Kiwi. I think we'll get. I'm not sure if we were gonna what videos we were gonna get around to doing this week because I'm still in the middle of the move, organizing things. I'm trying. What happened was I moved from the old place to this place, and literally there's piles of parts, piles of things that are still in the same pile that they were in when I moved into this place. So what I've been doing for the last couple of days, you think I'm joking, okay? So what I've been doing for the last couple of days is organizing parts that have been disorganized for at least 3 years now.
Nice.
So that's what's keeping me busy. Just I forgot I even had this. What do I do with this? Oh, it goes with this. And making boxes and piles and moving stuff around. So that's what that's been occupying my head because I'm trying to get reorganized. I used to be very organized. If you guys could have seen my fucking my setup like when I was doing the fuel cars, I kept everything so neat. Everything was clean.
Now.
Oh please, I was so organized, like it was ridiculous, right?
Can you go back to that, please?
I'm trying to. So moving into this new place, new fresh everything. The office is done. Everything is all done in the back. It's beautiful, like really really nice. So I'll get a camera in there and walk through there before we start moving shit in. But yeah, I don't know what we'll be doing this week in terms of videos. Except we do have to drop it on Kiwi because Dr. Art was really nice enough to make Kiwi a promotion for his big adventure. So we'll be dropping it on him this week.
And thank you for all the t-shirt purchases.
Yes, and guys,
really
thank you.
appreciate it.
Anybody who bought one of these freaking shirts, I don't know what's wrong with
They'll go out tomorrow.
you. Yeah, so we'll be most of them will be going out tomorrow.
Yeah.
We ran out of.
Yeah, bags.
Yeah, we have back orders on these things already, right?
Yeah, and we have more shirts coming that ordered already.
Yeah. So anybody ordered one, you'll be getting it within the next couple of days or so. But honestly, thank you so much. And Crystal, thanks you.
Yeah.
Because Crystal does a lot of behind the scenes stuff with that. So.
Good night, Franco.
Franco, good night, my brother. And that's it. Make this thing stop now.
Okay.
I can't talk anymore.
All right. Good night,
I'm gonna
everybody.
go sit quietly on the couch.
Have a great night.